Guys, we're going to bring up one of our top traders now. That, you know, this gentleman has been with me, guys, for, I don't know, about 2 years now, something like that. He trades DeLorean, trades harmonic scanner, trades HFX, and he's going to show you guys a strategy that's built into the platform. The gentleman that I just showed you, Matthew Thayer, he has a scanner, and if you know how to use the scanner, okay, which is Cash Trap, then you're going to be able to trade some of the same types of trades that Matthew Thayer is taking. And literally, guys, you know, Andrew's using it, but there are dozens of people on this call right now that use this scanner and are getting consistent profit. So guys, do me a favor and drop some 222s in the chat for my boy, soon to be Platinum 1000, top trader in our organization, my boy Andrew out of West Palm Beach.
What's going on, family? What is going on? Drop some threes in the chat if you can hear me, and video is all good here. Excuse me, but super excited, guys. You know, first of all, just to give it right back to Steve, guys. You know, these Tuesday trainings, Tuesday trainings are amazing, guys. You know, a lot of trading value. Looks like we got some people in the waiting room too. It's all good. So I'll bring them in as they come in. But yeah, guys. So as we were saying, guys, you know, this HFX thing is really taking it to the next level, and you know, it was a great representation in the beginning, guys. I'll be honest, I'm really only focusing now on really HFX and, you know, steady, to be honest, just because, you know, the reason we're getting into trading, guys, is, you know, for the time freedom, right? To be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. You know, if you're building the business, have more time to do that. Spend the time with your family. And what would it look like, you know, if you could hit your percentage in 20 minutes, right? What would it look like if you could hit your goal for the day or your goal for the week in an hour, you know? That's what I saw the beauty of it. And I saw, you know, Matthew Thayer's story, you know, $250 to $1 million in a year to $2 million in 2 years. You know, for me, like, that was all really I needed to see. Like, I always knew it worked. I know all the products here work. In the beginning, I just, you know, I always tell people, you know, it's not hard. It's just new. Right. So, but yeah, guys, I'll get right into it. Like, a lot of you guys already know my story. I see some new faces on here. Shout out to the TFT squad that is on here. I can tell you what is, if you are close or if you have any goal of going to the convention, not the convention, I'm sorry, Orlando, I'm going to be there. Putting it out there right now. I'm definitely going to be there. And I know a lot of people that I'm going to bring also to Orlando. So super excited for that also. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get right into it. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. Google Chrome's probably better. There we go. All right. This is a demo account. Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys. So, you know, the way to access it, you know, is you have to have the HFX. And then, you know, you can get Hourglass as the add-on. But once you have that pulled up, guys, it's a very simple, you know, strategy. You know, I would say it's very similar to DeLorean and how, you know, simple it is. And then actually, before we can go into that, I'll show you a video to watch if you're interested. And once you get, you know, everything with you, you guys see, you know, he has almost 30,000 people watching him live. He's consistently on one of the top educators that are people watching because of how accurate his scanner is. You know, HFX is really taking it to the next level, guys. But as you can see right here, guys, 3-no simple cash drop explanation is a very good one. Start here if you're brand new. He goes over the compound strategy, guys, which I'll go over a little bit here. And just watch some of these videos, guys. Sunday night training. Sunday nights is always going to be his training nights. He might trade here and there. And then, guys, he is on, you know, a couple of days a week. Sometimes he'll throw, you know, a couple of Zoom links out as well, guys. But I'll give you a brief, you know, introduction of how to actually use it, guys, or how I use it, right? So every 5 minutes, guys, a new scan is going to come out. So, you know, it's 3 minutes, 6, 7, so 2 minutes past. So this one called it out, guys. If you're taking notes, it's really just a point system, all right? So you get 3 points for the arrow, all right? So if it's an arrow up, it's going to be a buy or a call, I'm sorry. And then if the arrow was down, it's going to be a put, right, or a sell, right? So you get 3 points for that, all right? The next thing you're going to look at is these two. They're called RSIs, indicators, whatever you want to call them. The next, you get a half a point for each of these. And how do you read these, right? So what you're going to look at, let me see if I can find one that was good. all you're really looking for, guys, is you really want it to be, you know, if it's a green arrow going up, you really want it to be already have crossed down, but on its way coming up, pointed up to the ceiling, right? On both of them, right? So each one is a half a point, right? So let me see if I can find real quick, you know, one that lined up or whatever. So right about here, there was probably an arrow. So guys, so you get the 3 points for the arrow, right? You get a half a point each for one of these, as long as it's, you know, pointing up and it's crossing up through these dotted lines here, or crossing down if it's a sell or a put. So that could be, you know, 4 points right there if that all lines up. You can add a point if it's in these. I believe they're Bollinger Bands, but just think about them as like rubber bands in a sense. So if they're up in these arrows, you add another half a point. But you know, it doesn't take away. Just because it's not in there doesn't mean, you know, it's not going to go in that direction. And then the other thing you're going to look at, guys, is currency strength. One of the ones that he uses is currency quake. All right, guys, all you're really going to look at is it's going to tell you all these currencies, what is stronger. Obviously, if it's in the negative and one's in the positive one is stronger, and stuff like that. So if that all lines up, guys, you know, that's potentially a 5-point trade, which, if I can get back to the scanner, which is a trade that, you know, it's good to take. He says you have to at least take a 3-point trade, right? That's about an average trade. A 4-point trade is, you know, pretty good. And then a 5-point is, you know, you're good to go to take the trade. All right. So what I've seen, you know, in my recent, I would say month and a half, 2 months of like really diving in on it, it's always about it's really close to the price, guys. You have to be patient. You know, it gives you the price. Let me refresh it because I just moved it, or just go to a different one. Let me see. So yeah, so one just came out. So let's see real quick what we got, if they can load. It's EU. Don't like that one. It gives you the price. So this one looks like it's starting to set up. So it gives you the price, right, of where to get in. My preferred entry, guys, is anywhere really from like where the two, where this, like, if I can, I can't zoom in on it, but where the arrows that are on the edges and close to the top of the arrow is where I personally like to get in. If you're familiar with DeLorean, think of it as like the Patrick Push sort of, because the price is huge, guys. As you can see, you know, price really is what sets the difference. So I mean, I'll take this one just for fun, just to see you guys how it works. I'll take this on a demo. I can see where Hourglass is at. What is this? EuroCAD. All right, let's go to EuroCAD. Paying out 76%. Let's just do $10. 3-minute trade. They're usually 3 minutes, guys, is when he calls it. I would have liked to call it over there. But guys, the beauty of this is you don't need to measure, you know, the stop loss. You don't need to measure a take profit. You don't need to measure, you know, how many pips, or you don't need to manage the trade. You're in the time trade. So in 3 minutes, as long as it closes down below, or if you lose it, you lose it, you know. The cool part about this is, you know, it's easy to calculate your risk, right? So you literally, all you have to do is, if you're doing, you know, 1 to 2% trades, you just calculate what's 1 to 2%, right? I'm using the compound calculator. We're going to get into that. But the biggest thing is that it's already right there. Like, you don't have to, you know, learn a lot, you know what I mean? And that's why, you know, Jose, I'm sorry, I forgot which one it was. As you can literally make money without even knowing what you're doing technically, because the educators, as they're doing, is literally saying, you know, they're going in the chat box because it's delayed, saying, all right, guys, GBP CAD put 3-minute trade, and then at this price. So all you have to do is wait for the price that they call it at. And as long as it's at that price, guys, you know, as long as it's at the price that he calls it at, you know, you take the trade. All right. So that's the beauty of it, guys. I'm going to show you a couple other things here. DL Woods has this website, guys, HFX Quick Start. Pretty much, you know, it's got a lot of cool information on there. But one of the things that I like is on there is this, I got to stop sharing because I got to switch to something else, is the compound sheets, guys. If you learn about Forex, you know the importance of compounding. You know, my man Steph is on here. I know he knows the importance. He's been doing it for a while, guys. But the biggest thing is, you know, there's 2 ways you can compound, right? The smart way is, I mean, I'll go back to Chrome to show you. Guys, you know, Forex 21. I always use this one. Actually, let me do this one. Actually, compound calculator. I think it's this one. No, it's complicated. All right, wait, we're just gonna go Forex 21. Forex 21. All right, guys, showing you the power of really compounding your account, guys. And the cool part about this is you can get your 3% in like sometimes 20 minutes, guys. Like imagine you don't have to think about the trade while you're sleeping. You don't have to think about the trade, you know, at any point. Compoundcalculator.org. Yeah, that was the one. No worries. It's all good. It's pretty much does the same thing. So guys, you know, imagine you start with, you know, $100 or, you know, 250, right? You focus on, you know, 5% a session, which is what Matty Pips focuses a lot on. And then, you know, let's just say, you know, 200 plus days, whatever, right? In the beginning, guys, you know, your goal, as you can see, is, you know, $10 here, right? $15, and it goes to 20, right? That's the goal, right? So, you know, 60 days, you know, assuming, you know, this is assuming you win all the trades here, but, you know, you should have close to 3,000, 2,500 in the account in like 2 months, guys, because you're going to lose some days and stuff like that. So it's not 100%. But guys, just, you know, over time, what it does, you know, Einstein says, you know, it was the eighth wonder of the world, right? You're either going to profit from it or you're going to pay it, right? So, you know, numbers don't lie, guys. The Cash App strategy is extremely easy. I know a lot of people on my team, you know, shout out to Jordan. I know he's on here. A lot of people on here, guys, are killing it with Cash App because of how simple it is. I can't stress that enough. I literally just showed you, it's literally a point system. It's like playing games, you know? Yeah. So, and then the other thing, guys, is, you know, this is one way to compound, right? This is what I recommend everybody to have, at least this one for sure. And then, guys, just to show you the power of what HFX can do. I know my man Eric on here went 11-0 the other day, right? Took, you know, small account to a little bit decent sized account, withdrew some money, right? The cool part, guys, is he actually has another sheet where you're doing a little bit more aggressive side, guys. So let's say, you know, you have that same $100, right? Or the 250, I'm sorry. All right, you're still going to risk, you know, 5%, right? But when you win that trade, because your payouts are, you know, 80%, 75% payouts, right, of the trade that you entered in. And then the biggest thing is, oh, sorry about that, Tommy, my bad, didn't see you. And the biggest thing, guys, is you're going to reinvest those profits. Now, let's say you had $250, you went 11-0, which, you know, I'm using Cash Trap, you know, and being very meticulous and very, you know, selective on the trades that you take and the entries that you take it at, I feel is, you know, pretty easy to do. I went 11-0, and then yesterday was 13-2. I'm using Cash Trap, guys. So super, you know, if you're selective and you're patient, which, you know, HFX will teach you patience for sure. But guys, look at the power of this, guys, right? So you started with 250, you go 11-0, you have, you know, $3,600 in your account now. What do you do at this point? You pay yourself 10%, pay yourself $300, right? You already taken out your risk, all right, at 250. And then you go 3-0, just 3-0. This is the balance that you're going to have, guys. $16,000. All right. You withdraw another 20%, guys. Pay yourself $2,600. You go 3-0 again. You know, you're making somebody's yearly salary right now, right? And obviously, you know, if you go 40-0, but, you know, 40-0, I'll be honest, is a little tough, but it's possible, you know, if you're selective with what you're doing, right? But that's just the power of it, guys. You know, what would it look like if, you know, you put $250 in? Now, I'm not saying this should be a main account, guys. Obviously, you know, because if you lose any of these trades, guys, you will go back to your starting balance and a little bit less than it, right? So you have to be careful with it, right? But guys, that's the power of HFX. Like, I have 2 accounts. I have an account that I slowly grow, you know, do my 3 to 5% on. And then, you know, I have accounts that I just do this on, you know, pay yourself, right? Have some fun, right? Cool part about this is, like, you go 11-0, guys, you know, if we start talking about residuals, guys, right? You know, Platinum 5,000, I feel like you can have $1,000, you know, if you're still working a job or, you know, you got some trading money, you put $1,000 to play around with, guys. Come on. Like, put some 5s in the chat, guys. If you know, if you would like to hit Chairman Platinum 5,000, You know, even if you're, you know, a platinum 2000, you save up a couple months and you got $1,000 to play around with, right? You know, to put in an account like this, withdraw $1,300, still have 13 grand in the account. You can make 100K, you know, in a night potentially, right? Past profits don't guarantee future results, right? But obviously, guys, you know, the biggest thing is you stay consistent with HFX, your life changes in a year. You know, you stay consistent in FRX too. Whatever you're doing, guys, it's all about consistency and following a plan. You know, that's the thing that I didn't do the first year that I was trading. I withdrew a lot, paid, you know, and made some pretty good money. Paid some bills, credit cards, stuff like that, guys. But you know, sticking to a plan and, you know, growing the account slowly, guys. Like, I can't stress enough being patient in, you know, what you're using, in the entries that you're getting, guys. And on the building side, guys, you know, you get somebody paid within a week on HFX easily on getting them on somebody's session, right? How much easier it is for that person that's, you know, maybe working 80 hours, right? And they literally only have 2 to 3 hours of available time, right? For something extra. You tell them to hop on at 11 o'clock on a Thursday or a Wednesday to get on Matty Pip session to make some trades, and they go about the day. They don't have to literally learn anything else. They just literally have to learn how to hit call and how to hit put. I didn't even check to see if we won that trade. I don't think we did. Oh, we did end up winning it. Look at that. All right, yeah. So we ended up.
We
winning
can't see. We can't see it, Andrew. Can you? You're showing the compound still.
Let me go like this. Boom, boom, boom. So, guys, you see right here, order size was 10, payout was 1760. We ended up winning that trade. And that met. So it was a 4-point trade, guys. You know, I just did this is a demo count here. But guys, that was, you know, really, really simple. You know, the trade was way, way, way back here. And you clearly see it, you know, price drop. And the cool part about this, guys, is I'll finish off with this, is this wasn't like a million pips, right? It wasn't 100 pips, guys. This literally, I think, was like 5, right? Or 8 or 10. I'm bad at counting pips, I'll be honest, but it's less than 10, right? That big move. And that's the cool part about this, guys. You're not looking to catch 20, 30, 100 pips. You just need price to be at some point below where you got it or above, depending on whether you got in. So we won that trade, guys. You know, that was super simple. It was really just takes you a couple seconds to look at the strength currency, the RSI, all that kind of stuff. You know, plug into these sessions on Go Live, guys. Millie Mills is on at 12. Matty Pips is usually on at 11. DL Woods, I'm not familiar with his times, but I know he's on, I think, at 9 or 10 o'clock. But guys, you know, this is powerful. It's super powerful. I can't stress it enough, but that's pretty much all that I got. I'm going to pass it back to my man, Steve, you know, closing in on Chairman 10. So let's go ahead. We got some big goals to accomplish, guys. Super happy. Honestly, I'll give it a quick little shout out. You know, guys, we still got 50 plus people on here. You know, like you said, you know, there is a debate going on, but, you know, like you said, whether whoever's president, you follow this skill set, your life has changed. All right. Absolutely. Your life has changed. So I'll give it back to my man, Steve. Go ahead and close this thing out. And we'll see you guys next week.
Let's go. Let's go. Andrew, I'm going to keep you as co-host in case people got some questions or you want to come back on. Guys, from my and Greg can maybe correct it. I think you guys won that trade. I think you won that trade by 3 pipettes. I don't even think it was a pip. It was 3 pipettes. So if you guys are remembering from the academy, a pipette is like the smaller fraction of a pip, right? But guys, that's all that you need in order to win. Now, here's why I like HFX. Number one, you can trade pretty much any time of the day. So like right now it's 10 o'clock and right now it sucks for Forex. I'm just going to be honest. You know, Forex is not really kicking until like 2 a.m., right? DeLorean says 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. The rest of that time, you guys can be trading HFX. So you can trade this on your lunch break at 12 noon when the markets are slow. You can trade this at 7 o'clock. You can trade this at midnight. You could trade this 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And listen, if you really learn how to trade, you could even trade this on cryptos. They don't pay out as much, but you could trade it on the weekends as well. So think about that, guys. And how simple was that trade? He looked at the scanner. It made sense. He pressed the button. He was in the frickin' trade, right? That's simple. So it's a very, very powerful tool for you guys to pay attention to. Now, I do want to share something with you as we begin to close this call is, well, how do you get started with this, right? And I'm going to go ahead and share some stuff with you guys as we begin to wrap this up. So first of all, if you want to add HFX to your platform, there's two main ways to do it, okay? You can, one, let me go to my account. You can go in here and you go to this little gear and you can come down to the bottom, okay? And I've already got the elite pack, so I do not need to change it, but you could either change to the HFX pack, okay? Or, okay, you can do the elite and keep the products you have right now, and then it'll upgrade and give you everything, okay? Now, if you just want to add the HFX package, let me show you how you would do that. You would go to your back office. You would then go to your shopping cart. And then here you would see HFX and you would add that. Now, something very important. If you only have HFX, you need to upgrade the hourglass scanner to get Cash Trap. I think it's like a $10 add-on. Somebody can correct me in the chats if I'm wrong. But if you get the elite package, it happens to have Cash Trap already on there. So just a heads up about all of that. Now, one more thing I want to share with you guys is this. When you go to this website, and this website's already been dropped inside the Telegram, but I'll drop it again, okay? When you go to this website, okay, this website gives you where the brokers are. Now, there's 3 to choose from, okay? You've got VidiForex, which Evan Cabral uses on HFX. You've got IQCent, which a lot of new people are using IQCent. One second, guys. Okay, and then you also have race option, which I've used and I'm using right now, right? Now, let me tell you the interesting fact. These are probably all the same company anyways, because as you see, the only thing that really changes is the color schemes, okay? So it's usually the same, it's probably the same company, but here's the difference. When you go here to this website, they're gonna give you a few different options. You've got this one for IQCent that you could start with $100. You've got this one that you can start with $250, or you've got this one that you can start with $500, okay? Very important because, you know, I don't know what your budget is, but you're gonna need to, you know, figure that part out. There is another one that has no minimums, but I do not like it. We do have people on the team that do like it. I'm not personally a fan. And the reason is because this doesn't have a feature called rollover. Also, it does not have all of the different pairs that you could use. Also, the payouts do not seem to be as good either. But pocket option, you don't have a minimum. You could literally open an account. Chairman 25, Mike Soltero, he did an account with like $10 or something. He grew it to $150 and withdrew it just to prove that it was a good, broker. So if you guys want to use this, it's fine. It's not my cup of tea, but just so you know, it's out there, right? So anyways, you could do that.
Hey, Steve,
now here's
I'm about to clear another one, bro.
You're share your screen. Share your screen.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, where'd it go? Resume, guys. Come on, Mac. Where does Zoom
Did
go?
you miss it?
No, I'm still here. I'm still in profit.
Share. You can't share your screen?
Just share it.
Oh, guys, we're about to clear this
my play
trade.
account, guys. But I took it from the cash trap. I'll explain it in a second.
Let's go, guys. We just got a win. Drop
guys.
some sevens for that win right there, live in real time.
Took it from there. It already just changed it now. But it was calling out a sell. It lined up on the 2 lines, guys. So super simple. Just wanted to get that one in there real quick. So yeah, guys.
Thank you for that, bro. So guys, how powerful is that? So here's the thing about these brokers. When you sign up, they give you an option to be able to take a bonus. Now, there's different methods of thinking on this. Now, when I first started with HFX, my method of thinking was that I did not want the bonus. Why? Because when you go to withdraw, they want you to have traded a certain amount before you can fully withdraw, or else they're going to hit you with a penalty, number one. Number two, you can never withdraw the bonus anyways. So why would you take the bonus? Well, let me give you an example. If you started with $200, $250, and you do the bonus, that doubles your money, right? It gives you like a 100% bonus, right? There's even like a 200% bonus sometimes. If you take the bonus, now instead of 250, you'll have 500 or 750 in the account. And so if you're doing compound interest, now the trades that you can take are actually bigger than what you could take if it was just a 250. Okay. So two ways of thinking about it. Number one, if you're going to put money in there and you want to take money out right away and you're not long term, do not take the bonus. Okay. That's for number one. And by the way, guys, always use risk management. All right. So don't just because they give you more money, just start throwing money at it. You want to take some practice trades. You could even take $1 trades until you learn what you're doing, right? So with whichever broker you choose, if they give you a bonus, understand that if you take the bonus, it's good for compounding, but you're got to trade more before you withdraw, which by the way, when you're trading, by the time that you would withdraw, you will already hit the requirement. So it's not like, oh my God, I can never withdraw. Like if you've got big goals, big vision, you're going to hit that anyways. You know, like a $250 account, by the time that it's at $1,000, you would be able to, withdraw money anyway. So it's not a big deal. Um, so that's the thing about the bonus, all right? But if you take the bonus, you got more money to play with. I just recently opened up a new account. I hadn't traded HFX for like 6 months or so, and I said, you know what? Let me open up an account because so many people are doing it on the team. And with a $500 deposit, I'm trading with $1,500 worth of funds. So now I get to multiply my money faster, if that makes sense, right? So just keep all this in mind. You don't have to take the bonus, but the bonus will allow you to compound it faster, if that makes sense. But always use risk management. Now, last thing that I will tell you, when you guys are opening up these accounts, number one, you got to verify yourself. You're going to have to send in a license. You're going to have to contact customer support, make sure that you're registered. Also, you got to fund it. I would recommend with Bitcoin, because when you fund any of these international brokers, any other way, guys, when you go to withdraw, it could be a pain. So you want to make sure you deposit with Bitcoin, withdraw with Bitcoin. How do you do that? You could either do that with your Cash App by enabling Bitcoin withdrawals, or you can do it with Coinbase.com, and you only send Bitcoin. Do not send other types of cryptocurrencies. You only send Bitcoin. If you guys need help with that, please message me or your upline mentor to help you understand what all of this means. Now, last thing is this. When you guys open your account with whatever broker you choose to, except Pocket Option. Pocket Option actually, guys, lets you do a demo account instantly without you making a deposit. With the other brokers, you're going to have to make a deposit first, and then you will be able to open up a demo account. So whether IQSent, Race Option, or VidiForex, once they receive a deposit from you, you can message them in the chat box and tell them, hey, I would like to open up a demo account, and they will open up a demo account for you. All right. So guys, it's a very, very powerful thing. It's a very powerful way to trade. It's going to give you guys massive opportunity. And one of the things that Andrew said was that when you guys are sharing this, it's much simpler to show somebody, hey, I took a trade by entering a button and I just made $20, right? Like it's just easier to understand. And I believe that for those of you that want to hit Platinum 1000 and go to November to Remember, or even some of you that just want to talk to a friend or a family member, I believe that HFX is the way to go. And also, if you've ever had like a hard time understanding trading, understanding pips, understanding stop loss, take profits, all that, with HFX, you don't need any of that. It gets you in the game and it helps you guys become more consistent. So